Dad's cutting stud boards for the ramp that we're putting in for the motorhome. Y'all might not be able to hear us too well. We got a storm moving in. It's super windy. It's gonna be super cloudy, and it's starting to snow a little bit. So we're trying to get this done before we have whiteout conditions. Alright, we got the feet on. We got some studs in. They're pretty close to 16 on center, except for this last one. We didn't want to have like a 1-inch piece of 1-inch gap down there at the bottom, so we'll just figure something out there. Everything else is 16 on center. Dad's over here measuring the plywood to go on top. We're gonna probably put some plastic down first and then staple it before we get too far, so we can put the insulation down. But we want to get those feet in first, so that it's not resting on the stairs. Alright, we got some plywood down on the front. We just put some insulation down right there, and then Fred is over here putting down the plastic. We're recycling the plastic that the insulation came in, so that's what we're using to keep the insulation in when we flip it back over. Dad over here, what are you doing, Papa?
I'm finishing up the landing.
What landing?
It's going to go right here, so when we come down, we don't have to step over everything. Screw the shit out of it. That's right.
Alright, so Fred's insulating the little landing that's going to go down by where Papa is right there. We got the ramp done. We're standing on. We're running out of daylight. We have very little wind. So we're gonna try to get this done. It's been raining and snowing off and on all day. So we're trying to get as much done as we can, as fast as we can.
So when Brian gets home, all he has to do is go in, fix one through. It's a whatever.
There's a reason we call it "It Is What It Is" homestead, because, well, frankly, it is what it is.
If you ever see Brian not on the camera, instead he's holding it, that's why. The dog refuses to get down. He keeps begging him to get help.
Okay, so we're starting to put up the wall that attaches to the sleep shed. We got the ramp and that little patio done. So Fred's taking out screws to try to get the 2x4s and stuff out. We're trying to make it so that when we use the fireplace during the winter, we can heat both motorhomes with it.
Ah, Fred, what are we moving there?
So Dad right now is making sure the 2x4 is level. So we're doing 16 on center like you should for construction, so we can fit the insulation in the center. We got one of the walls out. We're gonna cut the other internal wall just like we did that one to fit. So we're making a decent amount of progress right now. It's just Hopefully we can get most of it done today because we're supposed to have a storm moving in a couple of days. And then Daddy's kitten is getting big. Look at that. Big old kitten. Big old kitten. Alright, we ran out of battery power in Daddy's skill saw. So we're trying to improvise. Because that's what we do on the It Is What It Is homestead. We improvise. Fred's trying to take out the screws on top so that we can get the studs out.
Wow, wow, wow. Did you know you have Okay, the cut Dad just made was so it can fit around this thing, which goes to the back of the fridge. So we should be able to get that thing up and get it secured. We did get this wall up as well as one of the rafters. So there we go. Okay, to show you what we've done, we got this corner finished. Got the wood and metal roof on, as well as this one side. We had to notch the roof for the windmill pole, but everything seems to be working fine. Now we're working on insulation and patching the small holes in the sides. Like right here where the wood started to separate. Need to get that patched up as well as down here. Just a few minor things. Okay, even with our phones, able to film in darker areas. This area is still a little too dark. But here's the inside. We already started putting up the insulation. We're going to get some foaming insulation to take care of those separations there we weren't able to get with the screws. Since nothing lines up, Monday we're going to be getting all the bits and pieces to finish this off. More sheets of wood, another couple deals of insulation so we can insulate the roof and finish the walls. And then this will be finished. It's the pass through for the other RV. If you got any comments, please leave them below. Like, share, hit the notification button. We don't always get them out on time, but we try. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.